now. Take a step outside and seize the day now.
Now, before you see or do anything on Baldhead Island, you have to have a good idea of how the island runs. The island is located off of North Carolina, just south of Wilmington and near the town of Southport. The island runs roughly in an east-west direction. Up over here, this is where the ferry lands, and this is where the marina is. There's a loop that goes around the island, a north loop and a south loop. And our home was located over here. And as you can see, you're surrounded by beaches. And that's one of the main things to see when you come here.
The beaches are spectacular, and that's what we checked out first.
So supposedly our house is only 0.2 miles from the beach, and we're going to try to find it. The problem is the roads around here get a little bit confusing, especially for newbies like us. We keep getting lost. We found that it was a short walk along some tree-lined streets to get to the beach that ran along the south side of the island. Okay, we're getting close. We're almost to the beach.
Yeah,
There's some sand dunes right there. I see them.
we're on the other side.
So the way it works, if you take this road, the South Fork Road, so to speak, but has a different name, I'll type it in below. This will bring you back to the marina, but instead of taking the main road to the marina, this kind of wanders along the coast, and you can see all the beautiful coastal homes as you drive towards the marina. And all along this road, there'll be places you can park your golf cart and your bicycle, and there'll be a path that you can take right to the beach. So I have no idea how the beach is during the summer, but here in October, we have the beach to ourselves. We took our walk along the beach and admired the huge homes along the shore, but soon we came across an area of serious beach erosion. So even here in Baldhead Island, you can find evidence of global warming and the rise of the seas. Take a look at this house. This house is right on the water, right on the ocean, and because of erosion, they've had to put all these sandbags to protect the property. Take a look at that. Look at that. You can see the fence is right there, the ocean is right there, and they got sandbags piled up to protect it from the rising seas. This is one way to protect your property from the ocean. We later found out that this was the Shoals Club, and these bags were placed to protect the property from the rising seas. There's no doubt that the beaches of Baldhead Island are some of the best we've ever seen.
This is one beautiful beach.
And if you're in the market for a multi-million-dollar beach home, this is your place. So I bet you're wondering, what else can I see and do in Baldhead Island? Well, we're going to show you. Since there are no cars on the island, the only way to get around is by bicycle or golf cart. Our house came with 2 golf carts, but you can always rent them at the marina when you arrive. So we're using the golf cart. Chef Tony's trying to drive.
Yes.
There's no cars here, so you have to use a golf cart wherever you go. Charge looks okay.
Who's in the back, by the way?
Here we go. How's everyone doing with Chef Tony at the wheel? Everyone made.
All right, Chef Tony doing a great job.
Doing a great job.
Thank you. I have some confidence behind me.
So part of the problem with driving the carts around here, if you don't know the roads, is it's hard to find the roads you turn off of. It says make a left in 200 feet, and you look and there's nothing there. This was especially an issue at night, with no street lights, poor road signs, no cell service. It was difficult to find our home on the way back from the restaurants.
really
All
dark.
right, so it's super dark. We're trying to find our way back to the house. Look how dark it is.
And you can't even
I can't see a thing. Whoa! The problem is GPS doesn't work very well here. I think it's because there's no cell towers. So we keep missing the road we're supposed to turn on. So we're trying the best that we can to find it, but as you can see, there's nothing ahead. Okay, we made it.
This is it.
That was like close one.
So we only found 2 restaurants on the island. The first one we went to was Jules at the marina. First night out here, and we're going to Jules and see what it's all about. Here we go.
Hey.
So this place has Nashville hot chicken. We know hot chicken, Nashville, right? And we're gonna see how it compares to the real deal.
McCoy.
Real McCoy.
We know.
We do. We do.
Not me.
Okay. We all enjoyed our drinks and our meals. Since it was off season, the menu was limited. The total cost per couple, including drinks, meal, and tip, was around $75 a couple. Now, the next night, we headed over to the other restaurant on the island, the Jailhouse. This restaurant is located more in the middle of the island, near the food market. And since it was a beautiful October evening, we sat outside.
Hi, welcome to Jailhouse.
We started with some delicious drinks. And then we dug into dinner. The total cost was similar to the other restaurant of about $75 a couple. So we just finished dinner and they have the loudest, what are they called, cicadas? Cicadas. Cicadas I've ever heard.
It's swarming. It's a swarm.
Now besides those 2 restaurants, there's a takeout wood-fire pizza place, Coppers, located right next to the food market, and also in the same area, a Chinese takeout place called Woks. For both of those, you can eat outside under a tent, surrounded by torches. Now, we only had a chance to try the wood-fired pizza. They were 12-inch pies and they were delicious. Now, instead of eating out, you may want to cook at your rental home. Well, you're in luck. There's one food market on the island. Okay, we're at the only grocery store on the island. Took us a little bit of an effort to find it. It's kind of like hidden off the main road. Actually, we had to ask for directions. The GPS didn't find it correctly. But as you can see, very tropical. I mean, for North Carolina, I feel like I'm down in Florida somewhere. It feels almost like Sanibel, to be honest with you. But we're going to walk around and take a look what's here. They also have food at this market. You can get breakfast, lunch, and I believe pizza in the evening. So let's take a look and see what we find. We found that the market had a very good selection of food and produce. Prices were higher than what you would find at a supermarket on the mainland, but being the only supermarket on an island, it's what you would expect. They also offer breakfast and lunch. And this is where you'll also find Copper's Pizza and the wok that we just spoke about. Now, unless you're just coming for the day, you're going to need a place to stay. So you might be wondering, if I come to Baldhead Island, where do I stay? Well, most people don't stay at hotels. I think there's one hotel up by the dock, but most people will rent a house. Matter of fact, the island only has about 200 full-time residents, and the rest of all these homes are vacation homes, and a lot of them are for rent. And that's what we did. We rented this home that you can see right behind me. The nice thing is the homes often come with bicycles, because this is an island that you want to ride a bike around, and they often come with golf carts. And that's how you get around the island, on the golf cart, as you've seen in some of the video. Hairpin turn, slow down. Hairpin turn, slow down. So, great place to come, I must say. Nice and quiet, very secluded feeling, and we would recommend coming here at least once to check it out. I'll put a link below to one of the rental services found on the island, BHI.
And when you're at Baldhead Island, make sure you visit the lighthouse over there.
As the sign says, Old Baldi Lighthouse was built in 1817, and it's the oldest lighthouse still standing in North Carolina. All right, so for $8 a ticket for adults and $5 for kids, you can climb to the top of the lighthouse, and we're going to do that. Whoa! All right, 108 steps to the top, and we're gonna do it. Old wooden steps that are over 300 years old. The steps actually look new, and we're very sturdy as we push to the top. So there are landings along the way where you can rest and get some great views. So for the last step, you have to go up a ladder and fit through the small opening at the top. So it's really, really closed up here. This is probably the smallest lighthouse we've ever been on, and small little opening to get in and out. But the views are spectacular, so if you can make it up here, try to make it up. After touring the lighthouse, we jumped in the golf cart and headed back to the house. This road gives you a good idea of how undeveloped the island feels. So there are no cars on the beach, but this is how they get the work trucks on. There's a lot that goes into maintaining an island, and without a bridge, this is the only way to get supplies here.
We hope you enjoyed those 2 Baldhead videos and that you learned something along the way.
Yeah, they were a lot of fun to make, and we had a great time there, and recommend that you go there if you haven't been there yet. So where are we off to next, Sue?
California.
California?
That's right, and we're going to check and see if the airports are still crazy, and how's the service on a flight from South Carolina to California. Has it gotten any better? Do you get anything in economy? So that's coming up in about a week or a week and a half. Are you ready to take our walk?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go. Until next time, safe travels.